Hello guys and girls, and welcome to another Sunday afternoon chat. I tell you, we have had an incredible week this week. I mean, it's just been a great week. It's been a busy week. It's been a tiresome week. But man, oh man, did I have a lot of fun this week. You know, we started out the week, of course, I had Chris with me at the ranch last weekend. She was there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We showed you some of that video, her with her fur babies out there feeding the fish and having a great time. And it was just wonderful having her at the ranch. I did not get her into that hot tub, And it was probably a good deal. A lot of you have cautioned me about that. I talked to Sherry's husband, Jack, and who's a doctor, and he said, you know, probably shouldn't have the water up 100 degrees, probably should have it down around 90 would probably be good. He said, then don't leave her in there very long, maybe about 10 or 15 minutes, and as long as you don't get lightheaded or anything, you'll be fine in there. But it does have a tendency, if you got real hot water and stay in there a long time, can get your blood pressure up, which we don't want to have happening there. I guess that means I have to leave my clothes on too. I don't know. Lord, I apologize for that. Want to keep Chris's blood pressure down low. We want to keep it down low. But anyway, she had a great time with me there this weekend. We just had a good time together. It was just her and I, nobody else in the family there. And Sherry would call and was very concerned about whether I was taking care of her properly or not. And I was. Sherry and Jack, they went and spent that weekend out in Las Vegas. They had just a fabulous time. They did the zip line deal over downtown Las Vegas and all kinds of stuff. They went to some great shows. I think Cirque du Soleil on ice or something. And it was just like, or underwater. Maybe it was underwater. Yeah, it was underwater. And yeah, I guess it was under ice. I guess it was ice, but the water wasn't frozen. but anyway, they had a great time, and so it worked out really well. Sherry, sure enough, needed to get away and get a little rest, and I took Chris to rehab Monday. We had that great situation where she actually, out of about 30 or 40 steps walking where they were helping her move that right leg, she actually moved the right leg herself, maybe 3 or 4 different times. So that was fantastic. I didn't go to rehab Wednesday and Thursday, but they said that she did well on that also. And her speech, they gave her good reports on that. She is getting a lot better. I'll talk about that more in just a minute too. But then I took off after our Monday. I took off and went down to Orlando, Florida. And I've been in Orlando, Florida for a couple of days. I was there Wednesday and Thursday. Tuesday was simply a travel day to get there. And I just had a great time. I saw so many great friends. I saw so many of the fishermen that I fished tournaments with for years. I got to visit with all of my buddies, and I went and visited with all of my sponsors. I visited with the folks over at Garmin and at High Seas Fishing Line, and on and on. Dip and Die. So many sponsors down there that I visited with. I can't remember all of them right now, but we visited with a lot of sponsors. We had a lot of fun. Had great meals with friends, and just had a super time. I saw a lot of neat new products down there. I got to spend a lot of time with a lot of people. We did some meetings on our television for 2022. 2022 will be year number 45 on national television for Jimmy Houston Outdoors. Currently, we show on the Discovery Channel, CBS Sports, and Heartland Network, WFN, World Fishing Network, Pursuit Channel, the Hunt Channel, and about a dozen other networks, plus quite a few independent stations around the country. Still the largest fishing outdoor show in the nation and the most watched fishing show in the nation. So we're real happy about that. We met with some of the network people about some things we might want to do for 2022 that allow y'all to have better access to the Jimmy Houston Outdoor Television Show. We don't have any of that stuff finalized. We can't really give any hints out there, but it's going to be dynamite if we get some of the deals done. But anyway, we had a great time down there. We saw a lot of new products, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about some of the products that we saw probably in the next few weeks. I really did not shoot any video while I was down there. I was simply there by myself, and I don't want to be messing around shooting video because I was mostly wanting to visit with a lot of my friends, the tournament fishermen, the manufacturers, the sponsors that we had, and things like that. And we did that and just had a marvelous time at that was Icast, the International Tackle Show in Orlando, Florida, is where we were. And but one of the products that I saw, and I may do a little bit more research on that this week. I may go over and have one installed on my boat, and that way I can shoot a video of a professional installation, and you will have it. It's called a ride height live scope pole that fits on your trolling motor. Now, a lot of people have been using poles to put their live scope on. and they've got them a lot of different ways. But this has actually got a motor on it. It actually fits on your trolling motor, fits on whatever kind of trolling motor you've got. I use a Minn Kota Ultrex, and the pole will fit on there, and yet it's independently will turn. As you turn it around, it independently turns. So you can have your Ultrex set on spot lock, where it's holding you in one spot, and yet you can still pivot and move your live scope around to stick with the fish and be able to stay with the fish. It's got a pointer on it. It changes the angle. It offsets your transducer 5 inches away from your shaft, so it cuts down on the interference. It's a great unit. I'm hoping to get one of those here pretty quickly. I may, in fact, even get one this coming week. I don't know. We're trying to work out our schedule and see if we can't run over there to Missouri. Mike Roller, a friend of mine, been in making stuff for fishing for years and years and years over in Missouri, over around Table Rock Lake. And Mike Roller has developed that, and it's just an incredible unit. I'm hoping to have a little bit more information on that as time goes by. I visited with Mark, my buddy Mark, at Trick Step, and I'm going to get to one of the trick steps that you put on your Ranger trail or any kind of boat trailer you've got that allows you to just simply walk up 3 steps to get into your boat as it climbs, as opposed to going in and out over the edge of the boat. I got to tell you, it's getting more and more difficult to get in and out of bass boats. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're making them higher off the ground. I don't know. But anyway, I want to be getting one of those, I believe. We looked at a lot of different innovations and things that they're doing in lures. We looked at some of the things that we're doing with prototype situations that I'm playing with right now on rods to make the rods more comfortable and make your long day of fishing, make your hands where they don't hurt or they're not tired at the end of the day. All kinds of things are coming out in the fishing tackle industry that's just amazing. So there were several other things I saw down there that was really, really neat. I did get a tool that allows you to remove a fish hook, like a worm hook or something, that's down in the throat of a bass. And I got one of those tools while I was down there, and I might even do a little short video on that. It's a neat little tool, and I'm going to try it out and see how it works before I do a video on it. If it works well, I'll probably do a video on that. So many different things that we looked at and saw down there. It was just a great tackle show. I think they had about 500 exhibitors, so the attendance was good. A lot of people there. And then the biggest thing that I got out of going down there was simply visiting with friends, visiting with tournament fishermen that I fished with. For some of those guys, all the time they've been tournament fishing, and so many of them that I fished with for years and years and years. Almost every single person at that International Tackle Show asked me about Chris. So again, I just thank you. I'm humbled by the affection and the outpouring of love and prayers that y'all have had for my beautiful wife. And I guarantee you they're working so well. They're working so well. Anyway, we get back home Friday, and again, I get to spend the weekend with Chris, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we had our big birthday week party, and we call it a birthday week because Jamie, my son's birthday, is July 25. Chris's is July 27. Happy birthday, Jamie, by the way, July 25 today. But Chris is July 27, mine is July 28. So we have a big birthday party week. We had about 30 people here. Jamie fried fish outside, and I don't know why I didn't video it. I didn't think of it, and he didn't think of it either. But we did shoot some video inside. We'll have a video up probably in the next few days showing what's going on there. We discovered a great new party game, which we will show you on that video when you look at our birthday video. It's a great party game. It's absolutely a great party game. It's an adult party game. I mean, it's not a sex game or anything like that. No, don't get me wrong. But it's an adult, although kids can do it too. Jordan was involved in it, and it was just a blast. It was a lot of fun. I guess we'll show you when you watch that video. It's crazy. That's toward the end of the video, about the last 10 or 11 minutes of video. That's all it is. And it really wasn't a game. We just got to doing it, and it just went on and on and on. And Chris is the one that actually started it. And so we had a great time. We had fried fish, some of those fish that I caught down at the ranch the other day. We had so much food, it was almost sinful. We had so much food. As a matter of fact, Jamie and Mandy and Jordan and Aunt Lou came over and had lunch with us today after church with leftovers. And it was a tremendous dinner with just leftovers. We had so many desserts and everything. Chris had a cake, Jamie had a cake, I had a cookie cake is what I had, which was beautiful. And we just it was just fantastic. I mean, what can I say? It was a wonderful party. The kids were all playing with the little rubber ducks, the little ducks that you shoot with your finger, boom, and they were stuck on the ceiling and stuck on people's foreheads and everything all over. So the kids had a great time, and while the adults was playing their adult game. You're gonna love this game. We might start a new fad in the country for parties, I tell you, because it's wonderful and it's easy, and it's we had contests going, guys. We had a high winner and a low winner, both. Yeah, so we did really good. But we just had a blast at the party. We had wonderful desserts. Kyle, my grandson, Sherry's boy, brought out a brisket. He cooked a brisket and had barbecued pork, and it was just absolutely fantastic. And we had wonderful desserts. Jeremy's wife made some incredible desserts. Aunt Lou made her famous banana bread pudding, and it was just what rednecks do for a birthday party for Grandma and Granddad and son Jamie. That's what it was. It's just absolutely fantastic. We've been doing this every year forever, I guess, since Jamie was born, so close to Chris's birthday and so close to my birthday. So it was absolutely fantastic. So our week has been a banner week. It's been busy, it's been hectic, and all of a sudden we turn around and it's Sunday again. It just seems like the week flew by. A lot of traveling. You know, I got back it was about midnight from Orlando on a Thursday night, a couple hours to get home, and I think I finally managed to get in bed around 4 o'clock in the morning. So that was a really long day that started early that morning, and just kind of worn out from the week because the week was so good. You know you've had a great week when you end the week and you're tired. You know, God created everything in 6 days. He was tired at the end of the week, so he rested all day on a Sunday. So I tell you what, I feel like I need some rest. And to tell you what, as I'm out here talking to y'all and visiting with y'all right now, Chris is taking her nap and Sherry is taking her nap. Jack, he's back at the hospital repairing somebody's heart. He was on call this weekend, and it's amazing. He just as well had a hotline. You know, they called him this morning early before he left and went back to the hospital. He's been there all day. He had a guy yesterday that died on him before he got to the hospital. His sister happened to be a nurse, did CPR, brought him back to life, and they lost him 3 times while he was in the hospital and in the emergency room, and they got him back, and he's doing okay, you know, right now. And we're praying for him. We're praying for him. We got a lot of our family that's praying for him. But prayers are essential to some doctors. Dr. Jack Cassis is one of them that prayers are essential to. So I guarantee you, he loves people praying for his patients, the people he's working on. But he left early this morning. Right before he left, I heard him answer the phone once again. And when he's on call, a lot of what he does is they call and he tells them what to do over the telephone. But if it's something, he's got to be there and use the magic that he's got in his own hands to save people's lives through heart surgery. He goes and does that. And this morning, he said, well, yeah, I'm here. You just called me 3 minutes ago. So that's kind of the morning it was. I got up before everybody else did this morning and was down working, trying to finalize the final edits on that new book, which will, I think they've decided to call that Catch a Better Life. Catch a Better Life, because that's what those daily devotionals will do. Catch a Better Life. We'll be starting reading those devotionals on our Catch of the Day channel. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to the Catch of the Day channel, go in there and subscribe to that Catch of the Day channel right now. It will change your life. It is a catch of the day. It is also a catch of a lifetime. And the new book will be called Catch a Better Life. And it will probably not be out in January, but I've got the manuscript. So we're going to start on Catch of the Day channel next January with that brand new devotional that I've been working on for months and months and months and months. And they have tremendous editors that have been working with me on that, and I send the manuscript in, they do all their edits, send it back, tell me to rewrite, this one won't work, rewrite that, and on and on and on. I'll talk about that sometimes in the future, but it's really a lot to go into well, I see Dr. Jack. I just mentioned Dr. Jack, and here he comes coming home from the hospital right there. Dr. Jack's in his Mercedes. You know, doctors all drive Mercedes and BMWs. There is Dr. Jack in his Mercedes right there. I don't know how old that truck is, but it's not a new truck at all. But he's not the kind to really show off with the vehicle at all, or show off period, as a matter of fact. As soon as he goes and leaves the hospital, he takes his scrubs off and puts on a pair of jeans, I don't know if we'll see him get out there, but he will get out. He'll be wearing a pair of jeans, I guarantee you. But he left early this morning before everybody ate and everything, and been at the hospital and finally got to come home, which is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic that he got to get back home at least here in the middle of the afternoon sometime. So that's really, really good. But I don't even know where I was. I don't know even what I was talking about. So we'll just not worry about that. But it's been a great week. It's going to be a great week this next week. We've got a lot planned. And like I said, I may go get that new ride height pole for my LiveScope transducer, which we'll see what advantages we have with that and talk to you all about. Because you know I love using that Garmin LiveScope. It absolutely changes fishing. We call it video game fishing. That's what most everybody started to call it nowadays. But we're going to have a great week this coming week. We had a great week this last week. I think this coming week will be a little bit more relaxing and not quite so busy. Chris has got a busy week. She's got Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday rehab, 3 hours each day. And so I know she's just going to be worn out at the end of the week. And then she's got a couple rehabs. The following week, we get an evaluation. We'll figure out where to go from there. We've got some exciting things to tell you about after she gets through with that last rehab. I think on August 4, we got a great thing planned for her. Great thing planned for all of us, not just for Chris, but a great thing planned for her. But we've had, well, all of us, we've had it planned for a long time. And we're going to go whether Chris is walking or rolling. It doesn't matter. We're going to have a great time whether she's walking or rolling. And I think she'll be doing a little bit of both. I think she'll be doing a little bit of both because she's getting stronger and stronger every day. Oh, I was going to mention, you know, I told you last week that we were practicing singing, and one of the songs was Happy Birthday. And we did Happy Birthday. We did that. We did Happy Birthday to Jamie today. We didn't do it last night, but we did it today. And I think I'd say we didn't do it last night. We might have done it last night right before she went to bed. She went to bed before the party was over. She finally had all the party that she could stand. And we might have done a little Happy Birthday last night, but we certainly did it today as well, because last night was the 24th and today his birthday was actually. So when he came over for lunch today, when we had all the great leftovers, we did Happy Birthday to him officially, and she just did a marvelous job, and it was just absolutely wonderful. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. It's going to be a great week. Rejoice in every day that God gives you, because every day is special. Every day can be perfect if you make it perfect, irregardless of how bad the day goes, irregardless of what happens in your life. You be joyful in the Lord. You understand that God made you to be a great shining light out there for him. He made you to be happy. He made you to be joyful. He made for you to speak encouraging words to people, and smile, 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 smile. And remember, I sure do love you.